Okay, everybody, welcome back to TIETS here at TIETS Informationals. Today we're going to talk about that ever so popular little teeny TMG box game by Scott Holmes, Harbour. So a lot of people are pining about this one, loving it, living it, dreaming it. Of course, I'm having a hard time getting all this stuff in the box so I can hold it properly. But anyway, that is Harbour. So a lot of people really like this game. I think it's hard to get right now. I saw it popping up in the $50 range for this game online. So some of you might be considering, hey, should I buy this for 50 bucks? Well, let's take there's tons and tons of videos on this. You've probably seen a bunch of them. So let's take a real quick look at it. And then we'll get back and we'll talk about my opinion about TMG's Harbour. Okay, so here it is, Harbour by TMG Games and Scott Holmes. And it's one of the smaller box games, so it's easy to get around. Really nice looking box here with the little glossy name and so forth. Here's the basic setup, with the exception that I have two characters set up here. So normally when you're selecting your characters, they all have the wharfs on one side, which is the same. Or as you play the game more, you get all these different characters which have different special abilities. So you can see, kind of cool cartoonish artwork if you like that kind of thing, and go from there. It also comes with these cool bonus cards. So if you want to add bonus points and you're going to go after one of the commodities, which are fish, wood, livestock, and stone. And then also it comes with an exciting, it does say 1 to 4 player on the box, so you have your training dummy, which it's a little unfortunate they put the rules for the training dummy on the back here. So if you set the game up and you can't make sense of the little synopsis here, you got to flip back and forth, which I don't recommend the 1-player game anyway. But if you are, it's one of those lonely nights where you're alone and no one will play games with you, you can play with this funny looking guy right here, the training dummy. Okay, and then you're going to have, these are the basic cards. So the very first game, it recommends using these cards, the Lighthouse, the Channel Lock, and the Shipbuilders Guild. And these are 3. And then in a 2-player game, you're going to draw 2 random cards, which I've already set up, but here's just to give you a look at some of the cards. Oops, upside down. These are all the different location cards that you're going to have abilities that you can play your guys on. And so everybody starts with 1 good, or if you're playing in a future game, you get 3 goods and you can put them however you want on here. And basically in the game, without going through all the details of it, on your turn, you're basically gonna pick any one of these buildings to go on, or your own, or your opponent's, and then you have to pay them to be on there. And you're going to kind of continue to go. These goods are going to rotate. They're going to become more valuable, less valuable. And as you build up your goods and sell them to buy buildings, which is the objective of the game, is to get 5 buildings and then you win, you're going to just keep on manipulating these. You're going to see what's coming up. If someone buys a building with fish, it rotates all the way around. All the other commodities go up. And now, if you had a lot of fish, they're not worth as much. So there's kind of this planning that you got to do to make sure that you are successfully hitting these when they're most valuable. But sometimes it can be beneficial if they're lower, and one of these is here, and let's say fish is here. You have to have at least 3 fish to do it, so you're not wasting any of the fish. So here's just a close-up on kind of how the game is set up. And that is it. Okay, so that was really fast, I know, but last thing you need to know is how to play this game and what it looks like, because it's already out there. I will tell you that this is a cool little game in a little box, and it has a lot going on. And I can see why people like it. I can see, it's definitely cool with the different characters and different abilities and things like that. I think the little mechanic as far as shipping and how that works is cool. I don't think it's as original as people are saying it is. I like the presentation of the game, everything. The artwork's, it's campy, it's cartoony, so if you like that sort of thing. Quality is not an issue. unless you don't get those stickers on the way you should. My big thing with this game is you got to play it a lot. So if you're one of those people that buys games and you play them once, twice, you're not a big play guy, I don't really recommend this game, because this is one of those games where you got to play 3 or 4 times. You have to start understanding the characters. It's going to be unbalanced, so you're going to have to know which characters are better and which ones are worse, and you're going to go on and on like that. So unless you plan on playing this game 8, 9, 10 times, which I don't think I'm going to do, so I'm not a huge fan of it. I think the one-player version is a tacked-on version, so I'm not a huge fan of that. So in the end, I'm not as excited about Harbour as everybody else. Sorry, I hate to say it. I do like Scott Holmes. I think he's got some cool things coming out. I like the presentation, but I definitely wouldn't be running out to spend $50 on it. Wait till if it's a game you want, wait till it comes back out. Get it for, you know, whatever it's going to be, like $15. So if you like a game that you're going to play a lot, that's portable, that you're going to spend the time to learn the different abilities, and you like shipping and delivering goods, you're going to like Harbour. If you're not that type of person, if you're a 1 or 2 play type guy, then I don't recommend it. Anyway, take it easy. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.